Zach with Datcha's Dub Depot decided to go ahead and do a second video to go along with the first one, since the first one's kind of more about me and the history. But now I want to do a walk around video on the bus just so you guys can see what I've been working on, and I can highlight all the different stuff and all the different pieces I've done onto it, and just different things, ways I've saved money and just stuff like that. It pulled up here in this Target parking lot. Figured this was a nice backdrop. I love the mountains, and this thing's begging to go to the mountains, so figured do that as a backdrop, and yeah, I'll go ahead and get right into the walk around here. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the nose. The nose of this bus is incredible. I love it. It's, you know, just weathered just right. You know, it's still dirty. I haven't really cleaned it. I've been driving the piss out of it. So, you know, it's really straight. It's never been worked on, anything like that. Down here, originally they had a different bumper mounted on it. I actually unfolded this and fixed it a little bit. Might weld it one day and try to blend that paint back out. Probably just gonna put a bumper in front of it and call it good. I still haven't done this one. This is what the other side used to look like. So you can kind of have somewhat of a reference. It was bent and folded completely back up underneath it, and it's almost flat now. I still need to get this ledge, fix that one a little bit more. This one was bumped out a little bit, but anyway, original headlight glass as far as I can tell, and rings. Both of the inner headlight buckets had date codes on it that corresponds with it being built in 1965. It's a 1966 bus. Got my Zach's VW plate up there. That's, of course, gotta represent that and make sure people know exactly whose car this is. The emblem, went ahead and my buddy Jim helped draw this up in the computer land world. I can't work computers. I'm not one of those people. So went ahead and had him help me draw that up. And then Paul at work routed it out. We had him route out quite a few of them. I have a bunch of them. There's some guy in an old Corvette checking out the bus. But I've painted it 3 or 4 times already. I keep changing my mind. I really like this one though. It's a pearl white base, and then I speckled some black on there to kind of give it just a little bit of, you know, kind of patina to almost match, you know, the rock chips. That way it didn't just blend, you know, stick out. It wasn't too white, anything like that. And then I went ahead and clear coated the shit out of it. You probably can't even see it anymore. It's probably dirty because I've been driving it. And then I went ahead and filled a spray paint cap with the spray paint that was in it, and just kind of laid it at an angle and threw a bunch of paint at it. I'd be interested to see if anybody knew what angle I threw paint on it. Probably one of you girls that knows all about cold case files and shit. Anyway, so that's the front of the bus. It does have its original driver's side windshield. You can see the VW D-Log on there. I do have a matching windshield for it for the passenger side, but you know, this one's in there and it's not cracked. You know, it's one of those, you don't fuck with it. The seals are pretty dry. I bet they probably don't hold water very well. Big concern here, you know, holding water. Anyway, and then the driver's side has this big nasty rock chip in it. I can see it there, but you know, it's original, so we're gonna leave it. Driver's side mirror arm completely gone. This weird little mirror here, I don't use that ever because it doesn't really work that great. Straightened that guy out. It was a little bent. Here you can see the previous accident where it rolled or flopped onto its side. You can kind of see those vertical scrapes. The scrape's going that way, scrape's going this way. You know, it probably, when it did that, it probably collapsed the roof. The roof probably pushed down onto the windshield frame, cracked that, and if you kind of look, it kind of lines up where that is. I don't know, I still need to straighten this out a lot more. Going into that, you know, went ahead and fixed the door frame by adding in the cage. If you listen now, it doesn't drag. You know, that's pretty good for a bus that doesn't have a roof and was rolled onto its side. Still need to make door panels. Still need to finish cleaning up this window. It's still dirty around the edges, and straighten out this metal here a little bit. The wing window needs to be fixed, obviously. I'm not too worried about security, clearly. Getting into the cab here, we obviously got all our dog supplies here. So Frank and Sammy's gear, always got to have that. We got our heat here. This is, I had the heat on this morning. You know, it was a little chilly. This is my armrest. It's just a rolled up blanket. Works pretty good. Fire extinguisher, obviously super handy. Gotta always have it very easily accessible as well. When you're driving around a Volkswagen, you get your water source there. Audio equipment, you know, very important. Then we got another one of those logos. I'm thinking I want to paint this one like an American flag, so that's probably what's going to happen. And I'll figure out somewhere to put that one, but that's how I'm bringing it back to work. You got your basic seat belts. These are classic Empis, actually. You know, something I had in the parts stash for free. It works. It's like airplane, you know, if you crash, you're probably going to die anyway. So it's kind of just there for your mental safety, I guess. Anyway, we're moving into the seat here. So we got the seat all mounted up, you know, now. I still need to do a couple finishing things. That's some rattling hardware there. We also have our Kona Brewing Company shifter here. That was something I just had. I have another one that's exactly the same, and it threaded right on. It seems to work, so I really like it. It's very comfortable. I'm probably going to keep that in there forever. Why not? Original steering wheel, original horn button. When I got the bus, the horn button wasn't broken. It was recently broken in a hailstorm, and you know, obviously there's no roof, so the button's broken now, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave it. The horn doesn't work right now. I'm gonna figure that out. And there it is, 78,448. When I got it, it had 78,223. Fun fact, I was born at 2:23 in the afternoon in Honolulu, Hawaii. So little cool tidbit there. No audio equipment mounted yet. No ashtray. Haven't started smoking cigarettes again yet, so I probably won't be that. Turn signal's sticking for some reason, which has made it so now it rotates. Got to figure that out. One of my pedal pads ripped off. It was an old one anyway. Here we can see our Gia floor pan that I've painted. I haven't figured that one out yet, so got to still put something there. I have something in the works, but working on it. Still got to get those seals for around the pedals. Got a little air coming in there, obviously, but on these hot days, it's nice. Original shift boot, original, you know, handbrake boot, 6 volt. That was converted to 12 volt. All that stuff's good. You got your work gloves here just in case. You know, you got your talkies. Somebody left all these talkies on the bus at the Creed concert, so I went with it and kept them. Then we got our 5-panel wing mirror here. It works great for seeing behind you, especially when you have that much access to behind you. You know, normally bus guys can't really see that good. Custom handle here made out of pallet wood. It's already started to kind of get screwed up, even though I sanded it and didn't put anything on it. Now it's getting screwed up. I don't understand what happened. Anyway, so quick release seat back here. Oop. So I like to hang these right here. It's a good spot to remember that. And then you just come over here. Go ahead and open up your bus. You got your security system here as well. I do lock it up when I need to, but right now I'm not worried about that. So get your quick release pins out here, and your seat just pivots right forward. And if you got your wink mirror here just to get it to hold the seat up, now you have access to your spare. I'll make sure I put this in the right spot. So you got your full-size spare here. That's always good to have. You got your tools. There's some backup stuff in here. You got your 09 distributor already clocked and, set points and everything. Good to go just in case something happens there. And then you got all your straps and jumper cables, all that good stuff in there. You can see the rear seat bar that I welded here. Thinking about welding some kind of cup holder or some tabs or something to the front of this. So I have changeability later, but we'll figure it out. That's pretty much that. You can see here's that Ghia floor again. I really like it. It works really well. I don't notice it being different from any other floor, and I think it's cool that it's out of a Ghia. The wheels, I never went over those, so we'll hit those. These are some Kelly Edge AT tires. I paid $500 for these tires. I found them on Craigslist Marketplace. And I already had the wheels. The wheels have been sitting by my desk at work, sandblasted for months. And I painted them black one day just because I was like, I don't know, I'll paint them black and do something with them. And this bus popped, it just felt like they fit the bus. I might do some earlier bus style wheels, like the crow feet style, but probably not. I don't know. We'll see. We'll probably wear out these tires first. Moving on to the back of the bus, we got our dual treasure chest here. It might look like a Montgomery Ward toolbox, but it's not. It's actually a dual treasure chest, just like real single cabs have. So you got your Montgomery Ward there, and the buttons, you push those and it's spring loaded, so it pops up. I got a jack in here and some random stuff. I also have 100 pounds of concrete mix, trying to see if that helps the suspension a little bit back here. If you notice, my wheels are canted pretty opposite style of the Stance Nation boys. It's really fun though. You just have to be careful at lights. I just need to put a lot more weight back here. Plans to add a bumper, obviously, here. That would be really cool to have. I don't want to get rear-ended by some fucking idiot. Anyway, moving on from the truck box, battery box, dual treasure chest. These fine Amazon trailer lights that I got here, they work great. They're super bright. I love them. People can see them. I'm not worried about that. And then you got your badass Yosemite Sam mud flaps. So everybody knows to back the fuck off because you're cool, and you got the diamond plate right here, obviously, because why wouldn't you have diamond plate on your mud flaps? You gotta have that, And I custom did these at work and just used some aluminum sheets we had and pressed some studs in there so that I could put some nylocks on there. So I made these mounts for free. The mud flaps were like, I think $70. It's one of the more expensive purchases for the Buzzsaw bus. Gas tanks out of a deluxe bus. So it had, it looks really good, and it's got a shiny chrome cap. And I didn't have to worry about the other one. The one that was in it was rusted out. Obviously it didn't really have any protection. So anyway, moving on to the engine. It's a 1679cc that I got off of Facebook Marketplace. It's kind of thrown together. It's got an Amazon carb on it. It's got a Blue Screamer distributor, which is real cool. It's one of my favorite distributors. I'm going to run that one forever on everything just because it's cool. But, you got your original Bosch 12-volt coils. I had to get some wire or hose clamps from the hardware store so I could get it running. The other side has some nice original Volkswagen ones, but, And then I put some tin tape on the your fan exits there. That way it'll stay cool. I got to do something better than that. I hate this engine. It's the ugliest engine I've ever built. It's got one chrome valve or cylinder cover and one that's not. I need a 3/4 side dual port valve or cylinder cover. If anybody's got one kicking around, let me know. I'm trying to build this thing on a budget. Tri-mill exhaust. I love this exhaust. It just sounds great everywhere I go, and it's quiet. It's not too loud, but it has a good throbby sound to it. So, you know, it still sounds like a truck, you know. The cage, I think that's the only thing I missed up front. I'm still working on that. It's still a work in progress. Love the butterfly doors, you know, like how can you go wrong there? With the cage, the more plans, I'm going to add a bar from here to here. That way I just have some kind of side protection to mount or, you know, keep me safe in the cab. Welded all this floor, did all that. Found these little tabs. Those were cool that I had, and used those for the seat. You know, I did all of these, you know, made sure to do the nice big plates with the rounded edges, and it's matching underneath. That way it doesn't tear away when you get in an accident or something. Hopefully I never get in an accident, but you never know. The hoop was out of a buggy that I had, I bought, and it was just laying in the back of it. So it actually fits really well. I like it a lot. These are the A-pillars from a Ron Loomis Racing cage, or I can't remember exactly which, who makes that one. It's the universal one. I bought it for $25 at a Bug-In a long time ago, and I'm finally putting it to use. But and then the last bar that I want to add is just go ahead and do one right down the center, so that way it has some roundness to it in the front. Got to try to figure out how to put a little bend into a bunch of pipe. I have a lot of leftover roll tube to play with, so I can kind of do whatever I want. And then I'm gonna do a soft top on this, kind of just a bikini style like the Jeeps do, and do just the top really. And then I might make a windjammer for the back for the Utah trip, and that way Frank and Sammy don't want to try to jump back and forth, because Sammy has jumped from the front to the back once, and Frank did it as well. We were in the driveway and we had just gotten home, so they were excited. But still need door panels. Yep. Still need those kick panels. I don't really have a template, so I got to make it all out of cardboard. Got to figure that out. Floor pan in this is super nice, actually. It's still got all the original mounts. The rockers are really good. Look at that. All the way across. For a bus that's completely cut up, I welded on a 21 window bus that this whole area was completely gone, and it was a 21 window that bus that was beautiful, and here we are. Like, this bus doesn't really make sense. If you want to see something else really cool that kind of helps with the original mileage, is the tube wrap that's still there, holding on all the way from the front to the back in good condition. You know, floors are solid, frame is really solid and clean. You know, that was one spot that I cleaned up, you know, compared to up there where it's not. There's some more welding than I need. You know, got the Bilston shocks on the front now. Need to do something for the rear, because those ones are leaking oil. That's how I know they're bad. Budweiser truck's trying to blow me out here. Get out of here, Budweiser. We don't drink. Not like that no more. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, here's another matching handle I did out of pallet wood. Oh, it's starting to get loose. Better tighten that up. There we go. All good now. Now it's not gonna fall off. All right, guys. So, we do still have the mirror arm on the passenger side, but we need a mirror. So, there it is. There's the Buzzsaw bus. You know, I love it. I've never had one that had so much fun in. You know, the oval, it's up there. It's number one. This is definitely number 2 experience so far. You know, it's just cool to see it flying down the road, and oh man, the smiles and reactions people get. You know, I've been watching people in the background here. I don't know if you could see them in the video. We'll see. There's been a lot of people slow and reel down, and you know, seeing what the fuck I'm doing over here. But all right, guys, I'll see you later.